In the year 2077, Earth has become a broken and desolate world. According to official history, 60 years earlier, humanity fought a devastating war against an alien race known as the Scavengers, or Scavs. The invaders destroyed the moon, throwing Earth into chaos with earthquakes, tsunamis, and violent climate shifts. Humanity ultimately defeated the Scavs by resorting to nuclear weapons, but the cost was catastrophic. Most of the planet became irradiated and uninhabitable, its cities left in ruins. The survivors abandoned Earth and established a colony on Titan, Saturn's largest moon, while extracting what little energy Earth could still provide. Jack Harper, callsign Tech-49, is one of the few humans left behind. Stationed in Tower 49, a sleek outpost rising above the ruins of what was once the northeastern United States, Jack serves as a drone repairman. His job is to patrol the surface, fix combat drones, and ensure that giant ocean-borne fusion reactors continue harvesting energy from seawater to power Titan. Jack's partner is Victoria Olsen, efficient, loyal, and by the book. She supervises operations from the tower while Jack carries out field repairs. Together they form a team that reports daily to their mission commander Sally, who appears via transmission from the TET, a massive tetrahedral station orbiting Earth. In just 2 weeks, their mission will end, and they will finally leave Earth to join the other survivors on Titan. Although Jack's memory was supposedly wiped 5 years earlier for security reasons, he is haunted by strange recurring dreams. In them, he sees himself at the top of the Empire State Building in pre-war New York, standing with a mysterious woman he feels deeply connected to. These visions unsettle him, since they seem too vivid to be mere fragments of imagination. Jack also hides a secret from Victoria and from Sally. In a remote forested valley, where the land has somehow begun to heal, he has built a private retreat. There he keeps books, old relics, and even a cabin by a clear lake, remnants of a world that no longer exists. During one mission, Jack detects a strange beacon signal that Scavs appear to be transmitting. Not long after, an old NASA spacecraft, the Odyssey, a relic from before the invasion, crashes to Earth. Jack rushes to the site, only to watch in horror as combat drones arrive and slaughter the surviving crew in their cryogenic pods, ignoring Jack's orders to stand down. He manages to save one woman, pulling her from her pod just before the drones destroy it. To Jack's shock, the woman looks exactly like the one from his dreams. Her name is Julia. Jack brings Julia back to Tower 49, and Victoria is immediately shaken by her presence. Julia refuses to reveal her mission's purpose but insists on retrieving the Odyssey's flight recorder. Jack agrees, and together they return to the crash site. Before they can leave, they are ambushed and captured by Scavs, only for Jack to discover that the Scavs are not aliens at all, but surviving humans living underground. Their leader, Malcolm Beach, reveals the shocking truth. The story Jack has been told is a lie. The TET is not a human refuge, but a hostile alien artificial intelligence. The drones Jack repairs are not protecting humanity, they are hunting it. Beach explains that the Odyssey was intentionally recalled to Earth by the Scavs, hoping to salvage its nuclear reactor to build a bomb capable of destroying the TET. He asks Jack to help reprogram a captured drone to deliver the weapon. Jack refuses, struggling to reconcile Beach's claims with everything he believes, but Beach urges him to seek answers in the so-called radiation zone, a place Sally has strictly forbidden him to enter. Shaken, Jack takes Julia to the ruins of New York City, including the shattered remains of the Empire State Building. There, Julia tells him the truth. Before the war, she was his wife. The dreams Jack has been experiencing are fragments of his real past, memories that somehow survived the supposed memory wipe. On the observation deck, Julia explains that the visions he has been seeing were from the day he proposed to her. Overwhelmed, Jack finally kisses her, unaware that Victoria is watching through Tower 49's surveillance feed. When Jack and Julia return, Victoria, heartbroken and betrayed, refuses to let them in. She contacts Sally, telling her they are no longer an effective team. Sally coldly responds by deploying a drone. It executes Victoria on the spot, and would have killed Jack too if Julia hadn't destroyed it with Jack's craft. Horrified, and with nowhere to go, Jack and Julia flee, pursued by more drones. They narrowly survive a high-speed chase but crash deep within the forbidden radiation zone. There, Jack makes an even more disturbing discovery. Another man identical to him, Tech-52, is stationed at a different tower, accompanied by a clone of Victoria. The two Jacks fight fiercely, both confused and enraged, until Julia's sudden appearance causes Tech-52 to falter, experiencing flashes of memory he doesn't understand. The encounter confirms what Beach said. Jack is not unique, but one of thousands of clones the Tet manufactured, using the DNA of the original Jack Harper from the Odyssey mission. Julia is gravely injured during the fight, forcing Jack to infiltrate Tower 52, impersonating his clone in order to steal medical supplies. The sight of another Victoria, living an eerily similar routine, unsettles him even further. After saving Julia with the stolen kit, Jack finally accepts the truth. He and Julia return to Beach, who explains everything. The Tet arrived in 2017, near Saturn. The original Odyssey mission, piloted by Jack Harper and Victoria Olsen, investigated it. But the Tet captured them, cloned them, and used their replicas to wage war on Earth, annihilating human resistance and enslaving the planet's resources. The scavs Jack has been fighting all this time are actually the last remnants of humanity, forced to hide and wear disguises to survive against drones and cloned soldiers. Determined to fight back, Jack agrees to help. He reprograms the captured drone with the nuclear core, but before the mission can begin, the scav base is attacked. Drones breach the stronghold, destroying the weapon and slaughtering many survivors. Jack and the others fight back, managing to destroy the drones, but their plan is in ruins. Desperate, Jack proposes a dangerous alternative. He will personally deliver the bomb to the Tet. Julia insists on coming with him, knowing Sally has specifically demanded she be brought aboard. On the journey, Jack listens to the recovered Odyssey flight recorder. The truth becomes undeniable. He and Victoria were the pilots of the original mission, with Julia and others aboard in cryosleep. Sally had been their NASA supervisor, her voice later mimicked by the Tet's AI. When the Odyssey encountered the Tet, it was dragged in by a tractor beam. In a final act, the real Jack jettisoned the sleeping crew to safety, leaving them to orbit for 60 years until Beach's signal recalled them. Jack and Julia approach the Tet. Inside its vast, sterile chambers, Jack confronts the alien intelligence, which manifests Sally's voice and face. He opens the sleep capsule he brought with him, revealing not Julia, but Malcolm Beach. Julia, in truth, is safe at Jack's hidden forest retreat. Together, Jack and Beach detonate the nuclear weapon, sacrificing themselves to annihilate the Tet. The explosion sends shockwaves across the globe, instantly deactivating drones everywhere, moments before they can wipe out the last human stronghold. 3 years later, Earth is slowly healing. At Jack's secret retreat, Julia now lives peacefully, raising a young daughter. One day, a group of survivors arrives. Among them is Tech-52, the clone Jack once fought. Their eyes meet, and Julia realizes that though he is not the same man she lost, he carries the same memories and love for her. Narration reveals that the encounter with Julia had awakened Tech-52's buried memories, compelling him to find her after the Tet's destruction. Finally, Julia and Tech-52 reunite, beginning a new life together on a recovering Earth.